afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs with Big Bo at Parkway RV Center. And guys, I've got pretty much the crown jewel of used diesel pushers, the one that new diesel pusher shoppers wish they could find used. And this is it, guys. This is a local, one owner, 2008 Monaco Diplomat 40 PDQ. Folks bought this brand new in Knoxville, Tennessee in early 2008. I've got the Carfax to prove everything. We went and picked this thing up at their home. This unit has 8,303 miles. Completely 100% all original. Nothing modified, nothing changed. The thing is not been lived in. It's not been the backstory behind this thing is this couple bought this thing brand new, and the wife of the couple winded up getting back problems a few years after they bought this, and winded up having multiple surgeries on her back to the point that she can barely ride in a car, much less an RV. And you know, they hee-hawed around for 2 or 3 years about selling this thing, and they finally decided to sell it, but they didn't want to fool with the general public, so they called here. They saw one of our ads where we buy RVs, and they had called us when we went back and forth a little bit, went and looked at it, and we worked out a deal. And I've got it here today, guys. And this is a motor home. You're going to look far and wide. You're never going to find one like this again in this new of condition for this price. This is a 2008 Monaco Diplomat 40 PDQ. It's got 8,300 miles. It's got 400 horsepower, ISL, Cummins diesel, 1,200 pound-feet of torque, big motor, 10,000 pound tow capacity, 1,200 pound-feet of torque, dual power awnings, got the power door awnings, power patio awning, original acrylic material, which is a fabric-like material, full pass-through storage. It's got the Roadmaster RR8R chassis, so it's not the trailing arm recall one. This unit has got the 10-gallon DSI gas electric water heater. This unit has been under a shed its entire life. These tires on this thing, and I'm going to go and show you these tires, still have tabs on them. Have no weather cracking. But get this, guys, these are the original Goodyear tires from 2007. Now, I'm not going to drive this unit, and the reason for that is because I am going to put a set of brand new tires, 22.5s, cost me a lot of money, a few $1,000s on this RV, and I'm just waiting for the tire store because they are so busy right now and short-handed on labor to get an opening probably Tuesday or Wednesday of next week to get this unit in, and we're going to put you brand new tires on here. But I want to show you, because everybody says, because there's so many people out there that think after 5 or 6 years RV tires just disintegrate on the wheel. These are 15-year-old tires, and I usually run tires myself 10, 11 years or longer. It depends on how they were kept and if they start dry cracking, if they're a good brand. But, and I thought about it, and I'm really tempted to drive it because we drove it down here from Hickson, Tennessee, but I don't want to take a chance because it's warm out, and I don't want to have a blowout and cause damage to this beautiful motor coach just to do a video. So what I'm going to do, guys, if this unit doesn't sell in the meantime, because there's another thing I got to do to it too, I'll cover when we go inside, but I will re-release this video next week with a test drive segment, which I strongly suspect it will sell before then, but you never know. But if it for some reason hasn't sold, I will get somebody to ride with me with the new tires, get on it, and we will take it for a test drive. Now, that being said, it's got one other issue with it that we are also going to fix. And it just started doing this today when I pulled it out. We put all new batteries in it, guys, because the batteries have not been changed in probably 10 or 12 years. We put brand new Interstate house batteries and brand new Interstate cranking batteries. Several $100s worth of batteries in this coach. Well, the alternator light came on, so we're going to investigate that further. Whatever it needs, if we have to replace the alternator, we're going to. The price stays the same. So we're going to take care of that while we're waiting on the tires. I don't want you to worry about that. You know, we're not going to send that thing out. So whatever the issue is with that alternator light, we're going to take care of it. Probably going to need an alternator where it's been setting so much. Other than that, and I'm just straight up honest with you guys, we're going to take care of all that stuff for you. It's just stuff where it's set. Other than that, guys, in one little spot here on the back, and that's just because where they had this thing set, it was in a shed next, or like a pole barn next to, I guess you gotta be from the south to know what a pole barn is, but where they had it setting next to the building, for a certain time of day, sunshine, a little spot of sunshine hit this panel right here. I'm gonna get my touch-up guy to spray that and get that fade off of it for you. That's the only defect I can find on this motorhome. I mean, this thing is absolutely beautiful, guys. This thing, you need to write down 2008 on your palm of your hand when you're going through this RV to remind yourself this is a 2008 model. The thing is just absolutely spotless, no delamination. The awnings are perfect. All 4 slides have slide toppers. It has a 10,000 pound tow capacity. This is a Monaco Diplomat. It's got the 9-layer fiberglass roof, 5-layer sidewalls, 5-layer floor system. I mean, that's one thing Monaco was very, very famous for. And of course, their sister brand, Holiday Rambler, they also made Beaver, Safari. You know, they just pretty much built all high-end brands back then. Got an 8 kW Onan diesel generator, runs great. Very low hours on it, just about the rest of the RV. Now, they did go out, and they were very adamant about this when I talked to them. They did go out and crank the motor and the generator every month or two just to let it run for a little while. So, you know, that's one good thing I can say about it is when we picked it up, even though they hadn't used it in a few years, everything fired right up. Well, once we put the new batteries on it, you know, because he had to always jump it off. So anyway, that's all good. Runs great. The inside looks like you went back in time 15 years and looked at a brand new 2008 Monaco Diplomat in 2008. They spent $250,000 on this brand new. Used it 8,300 miles, and I've got it here today for $89,900. That's some expensive camping. And the bad thing is, guys, new RV prices have almost doubled since then. This is a $450,000 motorhome today in today's prices if you bought the equivalent of this brand new today. And of course, guys, you know, the Monaco brand is nothing like it is today. They don't put a 9-layer fiberglass top roof on these anymore, or a 5-layer sidewall, 5-layer floor system, or the air glide suspension with the 8 outward bounded air shocks and airbags. They don't do that anymore, guys. That takes too long to build them. These things are in such high demand. All they care about is getting them out as quick as possible and cheap as possible. So, man, this thing's nice. Again, guys, I cannot stress to you enough. You've got the trays that come out on either side of the RV. This is a Tennessee motorhome since new. I'll be happy to send the Carfax to any interested party. It's got the central vacuum cleaner. There's your ladder extension. Man, something like I said, this is not something I get every day. You know what the funny part is, you know, we had to pay quite a bit for this because of what it is. And this unit, there's your big Magnum 2000 watt inverter, which works. You know, we had to pay a lot of money for it, and I knew that we was going to ask $89,900, which I thought was a little high. But NADA is almost $100,000 on this thing with no added options. Let me flash that up real quick. You can see the book value. So I looked it up on RV Trader like I always do. And there's two other 2008 40 PDQs for sale on RV Trader. One in Oregon, I think one in Texas. Both of them, one's got 53,000, one's got 58,000 miles on it. And you know something, guys? Both of them are well into the 90s on the price. So not only have I by far have got the lowest mileage, I'm talking about 1/6 of the miles of the other ones on RV Trader, but I've got the lowest price one by several thousand miles, and the only one with that will have brand new tires on it. And you can look that up on RV Trader if you want to. I'll show you when I get inside on my phone. Let's look inside. Everything inside's original. Carpet hasn't been changed. Does it need to be changed? Air conditioners are ice cold. Seats, look how plush and plump these seats are. Neither one of them were big people. But look at these seats. They're not worn out. They're 8,300 mile seats. Both awnings work great. The door awning and the patio awning. They're both power. Look at the headliner. I found one light bulb that doesn't work. It's above the bed. One of the high intensity reading lights. $3 bulb. And I'm gonna go ahead and crank it up. But like I said, and this light just started, and we're gonna take care of it. And it may not even come on now, but I know about it. We're gonna check it. Yeah, low battery, and it's brand new batteries and the alternator fault. So like I said, guys, whatever the issue with that is, we're going to take care of it. That light's not going to be on, no matter what it takes or cost. 8,300, 3 miles, no check engine lights besides that. Backup camera, good clear view. It's got the side cameras. They work great. Dash air, seems like it works. 6-speed Allison 3000 transmission. It's got the exhaust brake. It's got the air dump. It's got the automatic hydraulic leveling jacks. Not the electric ones like they put in them now. It's got hydraulic slide outs. Radio's original. It works. This is the machine, folks. This is a machine. Got the power shades that come down. I don't want to let this run too long. I want to be able to park it back till we can get it back here in the shop and get that low battery alternator problem fixed. But yeah, guys, this is an amazing machine, guys. And like I said, we're going to take care of all that stuff. That light, it just started coming on. I mean, it's nothing to really worry about because we're going to take care of it. But in fact, it's showing no active faults. This is pretty cool. It's got a onboard, basically a computer that reads your engine codes, and that's built in from the factory. But you know, these things were over $250,000 new back then for a reason. You know, $250,000 in 2008 was a lot more money than it is now in 2022. Big one-piece windshield, great visibility. Sharp TV, that's probably the original television that came with it. 4 slides with awning toppers, and I'll go ahead and put the slides in at the end of the video, so that way when I do my driving segment, I'll have that part done, and you can see what it looks like. Look at these ceramic tile floors, guys. No cracks anywhere. Of course, 8,300 miles, I wouldn't expect there to be. This is that soft leather flex steel furniture that they put in here. The flex steel chairs in the front and the flex steel sleeper sofas. Opposing sofas, both make beds. Both in great shape. You do have a table and chairs, beautiful cabinets in here, not a speck of smoke or pet odors, no signs of water intrusion. This was kept under cover its whole life. Look at these Corian countertops, beautiful. This countertop right here does go in and out, so you can leave this, well, I had to help it a little bit, but you can fold that in or out, give you some extra storage. It does have a microwave convection oven. Look at those stove eyes, guys. I don't think this thing's ever been cooked in. It probably hasn't. Corian sinks. Wow. Double ducted roof airs, 13.5s, like they put in these back then. Both are blowing great. I mean, these things are so well insulated, that's all you need. Refrigerator and freezer looks just like the rest of the motorhome. Pretty much a time capsule. And we do guarantee it to work. Now, I haven't had it on long enough to see if it gets cold yet, but we do guarantee the refrigerator and freezer to work. So, you can cut it on and off right here and all that good stuff. So we will guarantee that to work. It's about a 12 cubic foot, and notice it does have the water and ice dispenser built into the door. Privacy door, so you can separate the kitchen, living room from the bedroom, bathroom area. And you do have a walk-through bathroom. A magnet latch door, stand-up shower, very comfortable shower. Got the little, I guess, footrest seat, whatever you want to call it. Look around the skylight, guys. No signs of water damage anywhere. It's got the padded headliner to help insulation and help reduce road noise and vibrations going down the road. Plus, if you ever have a roof leak, guys, which is very unusual on one of these with a fiberglass or metal roof, you'll have a sagging headliner, kind of like an old car, so it's really obvious one of these has had a leak or a previous leak. Even if you fix a headliner, this headliner, as it ages, changes colors a little bit, gets a little darker. So anytime you go into one of these and the headliner, you've got one section of headliner that may be a little lighter color than the rest of it, that's because it's had a roof leak at one time or another, and somebody's changed that headliner, that one piece of headliner out. Doesn't hurt anything, but tells you to go up there and look and make sure that there's no roof damage from the leak, because all RVs can leak, no matter what they are. That just gives you, it's just a sign that I look for when I look at RVs. Got your power meter. This is your inverter, which works. And that will allow you up to 2,000 watts if you want to run your refrigerator while you go down the road, plug something in like your televisions. You do have some kind of, and I'm going to assume this is some kind of filtered water dispenser that they left in here. I'm going to leave it in here. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm going to leave that there. Maybe, I have no idea. Maybe one of y'all recognize it. But I'm going to leave it there for you. You can throw it away, keep it, use it, whatever you want to do. Do have a water closet, and I do like the two double vanities. You got one out here, then one in here in your water closet with your porcelain RV toilet, elongated. Fantastic vent fan. Medicine cabinet here, medicine cabinet out here. And they probably never used it, I would imagine. You do have a washer and dryer combo. Man, I love these Monacos. I just don't get to shoot these anymore because they're harder and harder to find. People hang on to these, guys, because these aren't built. These are built a lot higher quality than what they are today. And this is actually incredible. Like I said, where else are you going to find a motorhome like this for under 100 grand? And this kind of quality with this kind of condition. I mean, original bedspread, queen bed. This is the one light that just needs a bulb. And right here. No big deal. You do have a ceiling fan in here. There's your second AC return for it. There's your television in here. You know, a big closet in the back. Lots of storage. I mean, this is, I'm sure, here's you the extra chairs for the table if you want to use them. What else they leave us in here? There's some extra pillows, I guess. I guess you can put that on the bed. Still got the plastic on the chairs. Heck, what else is in here? There's some vacuum cleaner attachments, fuses, and stuff like that. So, guys, this is not the newest diesel pusher I got in stock. This is not the most expensive diesel pusher I have in stock. But by gosh, I'm gonna tell you, this is the newest condition diesel pusher I have in stock, as far as not being used and as being close to the condition it was when it was brand new. This is it right here, guys. Probably one of the newest condition Class 8 diesels, as far as being close to what it was when it was brand new, that I've had the privilege of filming. So we're gonna get those few little things fixed. This unit is $89.9. That is a haggle-free firm price. And I challenge you to find one nicer than this for less, in a Monaco Diplomat with 4 slides and close to the same mileage. You can't find it. They're not out there. See, look right here. Price checker, which I know I'm not a crazy amount underneath everybody's price, but mine's going to have new tires, and mine's got 8,300 miles versus 50-something thousand miles. And both of those other units were at dealerships. And here's the thing, guys, when you see it, like say that one for $95,000, you see advertised at a dealership, you don't walk in there with $95,000 and leave with that RV, you know, cash. They're going to add fees, even if you take out, even if you ignore the sales tax for a minute, because we have to charge applicable sales tax. Everybody's got to pay tax, whether you pay it here or you pay it at your local D&B office. When you tag and title it, depending on your state and how you pay for it, we have to charge applicable sales tax. But you don't walk into these other dealerships and say, hey, you got one advertised $95,500, here's a cashier's check for $95,500, let me have my motorhome. First of all, most of these dealerships are not going to take it unless you finance it through one of their preferred lenders. They're not going to take cash. They do that because they can mark the interest rate up, pick up a few $1,000s in profit by marking the rate up over what they got approved for. Many dealerships actually charge you more to go to your own bank, or more to take cash, or won't even sell it to you at all unless you go through their lenders. You know, I reviewed one the other day where I actually read another dealer's ad on a Conquest motorhome, a brand new one, where the dealer pretty much said that if you don't go through their lender, they're not going to sell you the RV. If you come in with cash, or you go to your own bank, they're not going to sell it to you. You have to go through their lenders only, and that's the only way they're going to sell you an RV, period. And that's because they make so much money on financing, guys, overcharging you for financing. Anytime a dealership makes extra money, that means they're overcharging you for a service. So what they're doing, they're getting you approved for a loan, and they're marking the interest rate up a couple %. That's going to cost you a lot of money, guys, over the life of an RV loan. But what I'm getting at, guys, is you walk in here, $89.9 plus applicable sales tax. That's your price. Now, if you are a Georgia resident, and Georgia residents only, out of state, don't worry about this. There is a $100 highway impact fee and a $40 to $50 tag and title fee. That's Georgia residents only. Y'all are used to paying that. I'm a Georgia resident myself. We pay that on everything we buy from dealer or individual. The only difference is individual, we just pay it at the tag office. Dealership, we pay it to the dealership. Dealership turns it into the state on our behalf. That's the only difference. We don't charge you any fees, no dock fees, no prep fees, no tag, none of that junk, guys. Just whatever the state requires us to charge. We don't charge happy camper fees, destination fees, processing fees, franchise fees, or none of that other junk that other dealers charge. All those fees are nothing but 100% dealer profit. Never pay a fee. If they insist on a fee, if they won't take it out of the agreed upon sales price, best thing you can do is get up and walk out. I've done it many times. Sometimes they'll call back, sometimes they won't, but hey, if they don't call back, it wasn't meant to be. But and also, guys, if they won't let you bring your own cash, or if they won't let you bring your own finance from your bank without charging you extra, that's a dealer I don't want to do business with. I don't even want to step on their lot. I'm sorry. I mean, right's right, wrong's wrong, and that's just wrong. You know, here it doesn't matter to us if you go through our lenders, you want to go through your lender, or if you want to pay cash. I don't care. Now, while we prefer that you don't bring stacks of $100 bills for safety reasons, it's dangerous to travel, especially from out of state, with that kind of cash in your vehicle. It's very dangerous, but we're not going to turn it down if you just show up with it either. I mean, we'll accept it, but it goes right to the bank. We're going to do all the Form 8300s with Internal Revenue Service like we're supposed to. We'll have to collect your information to do that 8300 form, and let them know you gave us that amount of cash. That's the law. We have to do that. That's a $100,000 fine if we don't, and possible jail time for both of us. So remember that, guys. Anytime you pay a large sum of money, the person who accepts that money has to do that form, whether it's a business or an individual. So if you buy like a for sale by owner and you pay cash money, make sure that they do that form, or you could both get into trouble. That's why we greatly prefer that you pay cashier's check or a wire transfer, because that way the bank does that form instead of us, and we don't have to fool with it. But it basically just establishes a paper trail for the cash, is what it is. Anti-money laundering is all it is. Anyway, I'm not trying to scare you or nothing. It's nothing to worry about. I've had them done on me plenty of times. I've never had a knock on the door from them, so nothing to worry about. But anyway, well, nothing to worry about unless you're doing some kind of criminal activity. Anyway, guys, what I'm getting at is it doesn't matter how you pay for it. We'll take it. You know, as long as it's verified funds, cash, cashier's check, wire transfer, proceeds from a loan, whether it's through our banks or from your bank, it doesn't matter. Contact your lenders, see what they can do on it, so you have a basis of comparison, which everybody should do when you vehicle or RV shop. You should always contact your bank or credit union first, see what kind of rates and terms they can do and what year model range they require, down payments, amounts they require, interest rates, all that good stuff, and then compare it to what the dealer can do. Never ever solely depend on the dealership for financing. You need to do your own research on that. That keeps you from getting ripped off, because the dealership makes money on financing. They overcharge for financing. You could be overpaying by thousands of dollars going through a dealership's finance department. Not only that, but they start talking about the upsells, the extended warranties, gap insurance, tire and wheel protection, and all this other junk that's not worth the paper it's written on, and it's marked up 4 times dealer cost. And when you need those services, they don't pay any claims. They find loopholes to keep from paying those claims, and all you did is you paid several $1,000s for all these services that don't pay anything when you need them. That's why I'm telling you guys, like you saw that one for $95.5 on my phone, you can't walk in there with that, because you're going to pay an additional $10,000, $12,000 in warranties and upsells. You're going to pay $3,000 or $4,000 in fees. That $95.5 is going to turn into $110,000, $12,000, $15,000 really quick. That's how they make money. They can advertise a lower price, but you can't walk in there and pay that and leave with a unit. Here, guys, let me put it to you this way. If you're a cash buyer, you can bring me a cashier's check for $89.9 and leave with this RV. Just put it to you that way. $89.9 includes the new tires. We're going to fix that low battery alternator light. Also includes, we're going to fix that little spot on the back. Also includes our major systems inspection. We're going to make sure all 4 slide outs work like they're supposed to. We're going to make sure that the refrigerator freezer gets to operating temperature. We're going to make sure the generator runs and puts out electricity like it's supposed to. We're going to guarantee both roof areas to get cold. We're going to guarantee the plumbing systems. We're going to check those, make sure all your faucets, spigots, water heater works, water pump works, toilets or toilet. And of course, you know, things that we don't cover, I've already checked for you. The lights work, awnings work. We're good on all that, guys. So this is a, you know, and what we recommend you do is, you know, we cover the big stuff that can ruin your camping trip. You know, a slide out not working or a slide out's not working can ruin your trip. Of course, we guarantee the drivability of it once we get that light fixed and the tires on it, and we guarantee the step to work too. Those are things that can ruin your trip. Now, guys, a light bulb burnout that needs to be changed, you can do that yourself. If you can't change the light bulb out, you ain't got no business owning an RV, period. We leave the Mickey Mouse stuff to you to keep our prices down. You know, that doesn't ruin your trip. A slide out not working can ruin your trip. Generator not working can ruin your trip. Refrigerator not working can ruin your trip. That other stuff, not gonna hurt nothing. You can fix that stuff, or you can use the RV with that stuff not working. That's not gonna hurt a thing. So we handle the major stuff. We leave the Mickey Mouse stuff to you. So what you need to do is one of two things, or both. You either need to come down, look at this RV before deciding to buy it, and inspect it yourself, test drive it. We do test drives Monday through Friday only. Please, no Saturday test drives. I don't have the manpower. Saturdays are extremely busy. I have only 5 salespeople. They can't juggle customers to do test drives too. So on Saturdays, there's no way. Trying to take one test drive is going to make 4 or 5 other customers mad, because every salesperson pretty much all day Saturday is juggling 4 or 5 customers at the same time. So, you know, I do prefer if you come out on Saturday, that's just for those of you who are just in the tire kicker looker stage, not in the serious buyer stage. If you're serious, you need to come Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern time to come look, and you can test drive and all that stuff. We do ask that you make an appointment to test drive though, so we can make sure the unit's pulled out, got plenty of fuel, batteries are up. We'll try to have the unit cooled off for you, and all that good stuff. Now, if you just want to show up and look around, no appointment's necessary. But keep in mind, it takes a little bit to get these things ready, from show ready to test drive ready. So keep that, you know, so please be patient with us. But like I said, Saturdays, we do not do test drives. But come out, guys, take a look at this coach. This is a beautiful RV. If you know RVs and you step in this coach, it's going to take you 30 seconds to say, I want it. If this is a floor plan you want and it's in your budget. Because you're not going to have an issue with the condition. And like I said, guys, I will release this video if it doesn't sell beforehand. Hopefully next week sometime when I get the tires and get that light fixed on the dash. But what I'm going to do, guys, is always call before coming to look. Make sure it's available. 706-965-7929. And take a look at this motorhome. Keep in mind, guys, our prices are haggle-free firm. But we don't have any fees. Lowest price in the country. And the lowest mileage one currently for sale on RV Trader, which is pretty much the go-to spot for RV shoppers. 200,000+ RVs are currently advertised on RV Trader. That's where everybody goes for sale by owners and dealers both to advertise new and used RVs. And when everybody always asks me, what website do I need to advertise my RV on for sale? I don't say Marketplace. I don't say Craigslist. Sorry about that, guys. Camera died on me for some reason. What I was saying, when people ask me what website they recommend I advertise an RV for sale on, RV Trader every time. It's worth $50, $60 to advertise on there. And dealers for sale by owners both. Anyway, guys, thank y'all so much for watching. I'm going to bring the rooms in for a second, show you what it looks like with the rooms in. And like I said, when I re-release this video, after that, you'll see me from the driver's seat. But until then, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in a second with the slide out rooms in. All right, everybody, pretty simple slide out procedure. You always want to make sure your driver's seat is pushed up out of the way. In this particular one, because of the opposing slide out, your passenger seat as well. As with any slide out, you want to go outside and of course make sure all your awnings are in, which I put in before I put the rooms in. Check all your outside storage bays, make sure they are closed and locked. And then you also want to make sure that if you're parked under some trees, there's no debris or anything like that. This one has the slide toppers, so that kind of eliminates that step. But once you do all that, you come inside, motor off, of course parking brake set. And you can see, guys, when you got two sets of opposing slide outs, it looks quite a bit different when they're in, but you can still maneuver around, still got access to the majority of your RV. You have to turn sideways in a couple of spots, but you can still get to your refrigerator. Most of your cabinets, you lose storage right here, a little bit of storage right here. You can still get to your microwave and all that good stuff. Slide out switches are right here. You've got 4 switches, 1 for each slide. They're hydraulic. Bring them all the way in or all the way out, guys. There's no in between. Never put a slide out partially out. Either put them all the way in or all the way out so that seal can connect, keep the water out. So you got full access to your bathroom, your toilet, washer and dryer. You can still lay down and take a nap in the bed. You can still get to part of your closet, but not all of it. And you lose access to some of the drawers and stuff like that. Still watch TV. You got storage. There's some pillows and throw pillows and stuff. Cool. So you get access to some of your storage on top of the bed. You can still use a ceiling fan when the slide out's in. Also, I forgot to show you, you got a second privacy door right here if you want to separate and isolate the bathroom completely. Anyway, guys, depending on when you're watching this video, I'm either going to end the video right here, or once I get the tires and the alternator problem figured out, I will see you from the driver's seat, or you'll see the end of the video right here. Call us if you're interested, 706-965-7929. But thanks again for watching. Smash me a thumbs up. Feel free to comment, share on social media, hit that subscribe button. And like I said, hopefully this thing will make it long enough for me to reshoot it and test drive it. If not, I'll see you on the next video. See you soon. Thanks for watching, and look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia. Also forgot to mention, guys, nationwide delivery is available even on this big RV for $2 a loaded mile, or $1 a mile round trip. Thanks again. Look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.